Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's CG Build and welcome back to another video. First, I want to say this spacebar is insane. So today we have another 75% build. You know we love a good 75% keyboard. So first, this looks sick. I know it's not the most original keyboard kit ever, but yo. So this is the AJAZZ ACO81. This was sent to me from Epo Maker, but no bias here. I'm just doing a straight up review. Just how I see it is just how I'm going to say it. So keep that in mind. As always, I have a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's a full aluminum keyboard, and as you can tell, it comes with some big boy keycaps. I'll talk more about them in a minute, but moving on to the keyboard itself, it looks insane. You get a really heavy and premium feel. Like, no joke, this thing's like pretty heavy. The case has some really nice edges. You have a peace sign, which is very unique. These little LED cutouts as well. Flipping it over, you have an engraved name of the brand. This looks so sick, dude. I actually love how this looks. Then you get these gold screws that just, oh my dude, it's like, it just adds perfectly to this whole thing. Like, everything is kind of silver and grayed out. These gold screws just add to the premium level. I know it's not much, but dude, it looks sick. The side profile looks super clean, and I mean, I can't wait to build with this thing. Now let's move on to the keyboard itself, just stock. This is a gasket mounted case. You have these pink and white keycaps, and they sent me some clicky switches with this board. Now if you know me, you know I don't like clicky switches. These are definitely some of the best sounding ones I've used. These are the Kale Box Whites. I'll show off a sound test so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, stock, it sounds pretty good, but just wait for the mods. For real, it's so crazy what you can do with this. Now, for the keycaps, you have JSA profile, and they're double shot PBT. Now, these are crazy big. Now, they're definitely not something that I would go for, but, I mean, that's what they include, and it's, I mean, they're not bad. It's just, they're not something I would use, you know? For me, personally, it was actually really hard to get used to these when typing. The typing speed went way down. Like I said, they don't literally, like, look the best, in my opinion, but everyone's different, so, yeah. With the weird shapes and legends, they just don't go well together. But once again, that's my opinion. This comes in at $170, so it definitely is a higher end build, especially if you want to upgrade it. It gets pretty pricey. Now, I could talk on and on about this keyboard, but I'm going to be honest, I just want to build with it. I just want to put my own stuff in it and make it the best it possibly can. So let's get right into that. So to open this up, you have to remove the screws on the back. So there's no foam. It's super pingy and hollow, if you could tell from that sound test, even though there's so much click going on because of the clicky switches. But anyways, so you definitely have to mod this. Literally, you can put anything you want in here, and it would make it sound better. Literally anything. That's how pingy it is. So looking at the gaskets, they look really nice, and like feeling them, like they're pretty thick. It's really nice. The PCB is also very nice looking, but the only thing is it has north-facing LEDs, which I know that's a turn-off. But I did a lot of testing with like 4 or 5 different switches, and then like 2 or 3 different cherry profile keycap sets. I had no problem with it, and I had no interferences, but just take that how you want it. Okay, I didn't do too extensive testing. I'm just letting you know. Now you get this silicone dampener between the PCB and the top plate, which definitely helps. As you can see, it has an aluminum plate. Not my favorite, but it is what it is. Now the first mod I want to do is the CG mod. What's new? I mean, I literally do it in every single one of my videos. The CG mod is pretty much just medical wrap in a case, and it gives a really nice sound. The whole purpose of this mod is to get rid of that hollow and pinginess, which this case needs desperately. Now keep in mind, because of the gaskets, the more like medical wrap you put in, the more stiff the board's going to be. So, I mean, there's only so much you can put if you want it to be more bouncy. I put 3 layers. That's a good bounce and like a bounce ratio for me. So I'm just letting you know. Dude, this build is like so good all around. Like literally I just did that. Did a little test sound. Dude, it's crazy. That's all I needed to do. Like it's already kind of ready, but I'm going to keep adding. So just stick with me. So because everyone wants the thock or clack or pop, whatever you want, right? I'm going to do this next mod because of that. So I would be happy with just putting CG mod and that's it. But we're going to make this thing the YouTube friendly. You know what I mean? Like everyone wants this noise. So here it is. Of course, I do the tape mod. I only put 2 layers this time because, I mean, it's just enough to affect it. And I don't want to overdo it. So yeah, just wait for that sound test, dude. It's a mixture, thock, clack, and pop. Like it's all there. So just, you'll be happy. Now moving along to the stabs. I didn't like the ones it came with because they're not clipped. And they're not the best, and You could definitely make them work, but I didn't want to have to do too much to them. So I just went ahead and scoured all my different keyboards to find the best ones so I can put in here. So yeah, they are all lubed with Krytox 205G. I think the spacebar has a little bit of dielectric grease, but that's it. Everything else is normal. Now for the switches, we're going to be using the Husky Switches from Kinetic Labs. I love these so much, and I picked them because they sound really good with like the tape mod. It's like insane. Just wait for that sound test once again. Now you definitely need to lube these. Stock, they are not the best, very scratchy. But after a little work, these can sound amazing. Once again, I use Krytox 205 grade 0. That's it, nothing special once again. These are a 5-pin switch with an actuation force of 55 grams and a bottom out force of 63.5. They also have a long stem pole. I really like these switches, and I would recommend them if you like a medium or to lightweight switch. More of the medium, but you know what I mean. If you like a mid-tier weight spring, there you go. These are a really good switch, but you also have to lube them. Please lube them. They're really bad not lubed. Now for the keycaps, I went ahead and put these whale keycaps from Kinetic Labs, which they look insane, right? They look good. But as I was kind of messing around, I ended up putting this, as you're seeing, and it's not the best. So it gave me an idea. I got the hippo keycaps and then surrounded it with the whale keycaps, like the bluish color, and dude, look how good this looks. Like, this looks so good, dude. I was like really shocked when it happened. I was like, dude, this could be a keycap set. I think Kinetic Labs should just make this a set and just give me credit, you know? I don't know, man. I think it just looks cool. Like, I made this, you know what I mean? Even though if you were to make this yourself, you're spending a lot of money. It's at least, what? You're spending like 120 bucks, which I mean, no, that's not crazy for like the enthusiasts, but for a lot of people, they don't want to spend more than that. So if you're going to build this same set, get ready to spend $120. Like, for real, leave down in the comments. Do you like the way this looks? Like, I think it looks insane. Now imagine if the legends matched. Like, that would be like next level. Now let's hear that sound test. Yo, sounds good, right? I definitely love the way this thing looks, man. So minimal with the case and the pop out with the blue and white. Just crazy how good this looks. The keyboard itself stock is decent, and if you have the money and you want to buy a fully built keyboard, then I think this is a good choice. But I did wish it came with like a bare bones option. That would be insane. Just the case itself is really nice. Once again, the KO Box Whites are a decent clicky switch. Like, I actually kind of enjoyed the clickiness of them, and they actually kind of were like a thock with click. That was really weird, honestly, but I mean, hey, it's not too bad. The keycaps were a bummer for me. I really didn't like those, but I do like the whole aesthetic of it, like especially the back and like the peace sign, and I think it looks all pretty good. But the keycaps they're a deal breaker for me. I didn't like those, but you can always put some more on them. I think the CG mod was a good mix of keeping the bounce for the gaskets and getting rid of the hollowness, and adding the tape. As you saw, it made it sound very thocky, poppy, and clacky. Okay, now for the keycap creation, I'm really surprised it looks this good. I did wish I had a keycap set like this though. But that is the end of the video. I really enjoyed using this keyboard, especially modding it. I will have links for everything in the description. But yeah, I do want to say thank you for everyone for watching and subscribing. We just hit 19,000 subs, and it's insane, dude. We just also hit 10 million views on this channel. That is like, what? How? 10 million views on, dude, I can't say thank you enough. But yeah, I enjoyed this, and hopefully you did too. But yeah, like I said, that's the end of the video. I guess I'll see you in the next one.